What's up, feeders, and welcome to yet another action-packed episode of Got Faded Japan, and I am your host, Johnny. And as you fine folks know, Got Faded Japan is about two dudes, booze, Japan, and the news. And faders, for episode number 818, we have a very special guest, a friend of the show that's been on this show before. We have the man, the myth, the legend, wow. Matthew Moss.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, Johnny.
Good to see you, man.
Thank you for having me back.
Absolutely. And remember how he just said Got Faded Japan's about two dudes, booze, Japan, and the news? Well, the news is all about Tokyo Game Bridge. And the booze, I told you should drink the water quickly and stay hydrated. Shit. Because I know that you are a Nihonshu guy.
That's absolutely correct.
And I'm more of a shochu guy, but my wife, she was in Niigata, and she came back with 2 bottles of Niigata's premium shochu. Not shochu, Nihonshu. Yes. Oh. So we got these. They're different, and your kanji is awesome. So yes. So could you describe these bottles? First off, the art is amazing. Yeah, it's cool.
It's got a nice modern, Showa. It's a kind of Showa like mod design. Okay, this one we got a katakuchi right here, and what do we have there?
This one over here?
They're both katakuchi. Okay. And what is different here? Oh, this one's like crazy katakuchi. And this one is regular katakuchi. Mm-hmm. And let's see. It's saying that you could drink it cold or you could drink it warm. Yeah, the same for both of these. What else is it telling us?
His kanji's really good.
Yeah.
He's great at reading Japanese. I suck. I can read a menu.
So it goes well with food. Kireyoi sato nomi, yes, aji wai ga ninki. Okay. So, which do you feel like starting with? Let's go. I will say let's start with the super dry and then move over to the regular one so we round it out afterwards.
Yes.
As an approach.
All right, fantastic. Let's do it. Okay, so I don't drink Nihonshu with ice, so I'm just gonna put my ice in my coffee tray like this. All right, cool. So here we go. We got glasses here, and we're gonna start off with this one.
Sure. Yes, that's the one to start with.
Here we go. Now I got a question. Shochu is made with koji, the bacteria called koji. Mm. Is it the same with Nihonshu?
Oh man, that's a good question. I can only, there's certain things I could tell you about Nihonshu. Yeah. I could sit and give you a bullshit answer, but I'm not going to do that.
No, please do.
No, absolutely not. But what I will say is this. It's all about the polish on the rice and what is added. So some of the cheap Nihonshu, they add things to kind of start the process or to amplify the alcohol. Mm-hmm. So those are your dirtier, kind of lower down Nihonshus. Then what comes out is like the level of polish.
Yeah.
The more polish that the rice is, like as you polish away the rice, the more you get to the sweet, starchy core of it. Mm-hmm. And from that, you get different grades of alcohol from the Nihonshu. So, that's okay. Let's, otsukare.
Kanpai.
Oh, that's good. You can't tell me that's not good.
That's pretty amazing, dude. That's pretty good. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. This is going to kill my hangover. Yes.
Oh. Kirinzan. Okay. Kirinzan. Thank you. We should give him a shout out. Shout out to Kirinzan. That's a really Niigata. Niigata's they have a lot of great rice growing out of Niigata, right?
Yes, they do. Yeah. Niigata is known for rice and fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, when I say fish, I mean all fish. Like some of the best sushi, in my opinion, comes from Niigata. I just love Niigata. It's such a great place. The air is so fresh. The people are so wonderful.
I've never been to Niigata. I've been to a lot of places in the country, but I've never been to Niigata.
Oh, my God. Dude, I'm like this tempted from having a festival in Niigata. Like I'm so close. There's like this mountain area that I know of that has like all these cabins that I can rent out, and I can bring bands up there and DJs and have just kind of like not like an event, like a massive event, but just have friends that are in bands come and perform for friends and stuff. So it'll just be like locals only kind of thing, and not go completely crazy or anything like that. But me knowing me, eventually it will go crazy. I'm like, well, what if I get sponsors? If I get sponsors, we'll get more money, and then we can have bigger speakers.
Right.
And then we can sell tickets.
Yeah.
And then we can bring in a lighting company, and then, oh my God, I made a festival.
Well, or you know, I think that with all the inbound travel to this country, you could have a premium retreat up to the mountains and get some locals to do it, so that way people who are coming in get a flavor of like what real Japanese life is like.
Yeah.
You know, artists like curate it, you know, like you do, and then make it kind of an exclusive engagement for people coming from out of the country, but then have a kind of village of, you know, the local folks, because obviously if we're getting paid in the yen, we don't have those euro dollars, right?
Oh yeah.
But there's an opportunity there because those people have money, and there's a lot of travel in this country right now.
Oh my God, yeah, dude. You know, my area looks like Brooklyn. That's why I get the
Your
company,
area does
not
look
Brooklyn.
I know. Your area does look like Brooklyn.
I know. It's all sorts of hipster. Probably, I think I look like a hipster today too. Actually, it's the hat, right? I need a mustache.
But sometimes I have a mustache. I rock the mustache.
Really?
Yeah,
Dude.
I like the mustache.
No, but you've got good hair, dude. My hair's brown. It's like dirty brown. And then here it gets like strawberry, and then it gets red, and then it's like black and red and like
different colors.
Yeah,
I got red hair. Like I get red. It comes out in my beard. Yeah,
dude. I had a goatee for a minute, and it looked like I was like walking around eating spaghetti all day. It looks so bad.
That sounds filthy, bro.
Oh, it was filthy, dude. Oh my God, it was like I'm actually kind of homeless, you know. Like, my hair looks like it looks like pubes and stuff. It's all weird like this.
all right,
dude.
Dude, don't shit on yourself like that.
No, but that's why I got the baby face. I got to shave.
You got to
every day.
keep it, yeah.
Yeah, because if I don't, I just look like a mess. I look the way I feel.
What's the old? You remember the old Saturday Night Live bit with Billy Crystal? You look marvelous. Remember? And his other line was, you know, there's one thing. It's better to look good than to feel good. And sometimes that shit is true.
The story of my life, bro. Oh my God, yeah.
But you know, if you look good, people, there's a philosophy to that though, because when you look, if you're clean shaved or like you're groomed, I should say, and like presenting nicely, and like people respond to that. You know, it doesn't matter how you feel on the inside, but if you put the energy into putting yourself together, and then people see that, and it will elevate your mood when people respond to you like you are somebody who is well composed.
Oh yeah, positive mental attitude.
Absolutely,
yes.
Absolutely. In spite of how you feel.
You killed that so fast. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh,
it's too good. It's too good.
It is. Do you sip Nihonshu or do you just drink it, or both? Well, obviously, I don't know. You're sipping faster than me.
That's a pregnant pause right there. like, I thought I was sipping it. How about this? I thought I was sipping it. I did.
Okay, all right. Let me catch up.
Slow. You could take your time. It's okay. It's not a race. It's so good that I drank it quickly.
No, but I wanna refill yours.
Oh, okay.
So here we go.
はい、お願いします。
はいどうぞ。
はい、ありがとうございます。
はいはいはい。
あ、すごく美味しいねもう。
うまいよね。
うまい。
Oh, the majority of our listeners speak zero
Japanese.
Yeah. But we could do like a word of the day kind of thing if you wanted to.
What's the word of the oishi? Well, everybody knows that's pretty. I think that's pretty widely understood by this point in time. What's another word? Oh, wait. Okay, this we could use what type? So there's different qualities of Nihonshu, right? So this is here's a good one. Karakuchi. Karakuchi, right?
Just remember kuchi, then you got it.
Yeah, and the funny thing is this. Kuchi, well, there's a good word of Japanese for the day. Kuchi. Because in English, kuchi means one thing. But in Japanese, kuchi means mouth. Which is fitting in a way.
Kind of.
And
a lot of kids watch this show too.
And I didn't say anything inappropriate quite yet. Okay, there I'm squinting because I don't have my glasses on. But those two at the end there, the end is going to be backwards. But that's karakuchi. And karai as an adjective means spicy.
Yep.
And kuchi means mouth. So what it means is this is actually like dry to the point of being a little bit spicy on the tongue.
Yeah, I love it. It's got a nice little burn too to it.
That's your katakuchi right there.
I love the burn. Yeah.
And that's katakuchi. So yeah, karai mono, things that are spicy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what you're dealing with here.
Yeah.
But I want to see Nihonshu.
I love the design. I think the design is so cool. And I'm loving that like a lot of Nihonshu companies are actually upping the game for their design, because like for the longest time it was just like, their name like written in kanji, and the travelers and the tourists that come to Japan, they don't know what to buy other than Desai, because Desai is global at this point,
right,
which is cool. But they're just like, I guess that one. But now that they have cool designs, it's easier for people to see them and remember them. That's one thing that Shochu has on top of Nihonshu.
Is
like
a variety of labels.
Yeah, the variety of labels. Yeah. Oh my gosh,
that's tasty. Yeah.
They're so good.
There's another thing like this, right? Which I remember years ago as an art student when I was in illustration and design class, and one of the assignments a lot of illustration students get is design a wine label, right?
Wow, that sounds fun.
Design a wine label, which I mean, whether your Nihonshu is it's a wine bottle, it's a wine label essentially, and there was the expression that never buy a wine with an animal on the label. Like, that's a symbol for being cheap, right? Like, and when you think about it, now I think things have changed now, because that's a long time ago, because I'm that gray. Like Yellowtail.
That's right. I was just going to say that.
Right? Think of another one. What are other ones that have? Kanka Itoro. Right? We're not talking about a great wine there, right?
I don't drink wine, really. I do if it's there, but I don't.
If someone hands me a glass, I'll drink it, but...
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny, but I think that's, in this country, with an emphasis on visual design, sometimes, it shows the brand and the company's desire to connect with an audience. Doesn't guarantee you're going to get a good Nihonshu, but it does show you that, like, they're trying to bring in people that might be unfamiliar with something that speaks to them, because the bottle alone might not be what gets their attention. And then through that, you can kind of get a sense of their style and how that relates to what the product is that they make.
Yeah.
Branding 101.
100%. But
Branding 101.
But the thing is, like, these... You'll definitely see these around, when you go to Niigata, and you'll definitely remember them, Because, if you have, like, 10 or, like, even, like, 100 different, like, Nihonshu bottles all together, and you see this one, you're like, oh, my gosh. You can see this a mile away, too. So that's awesome. That's very cool. Good on these guys for going the extra mile.
Kirinzan. So that's Kirin Mountain, right? I wonder, is Kirinzan a mountain in Niigata? Is it a specific location, or is it just a name?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't either. That's okay. Add that to the research list for follow up in our next episode.
Writing it down. Oh, speaking of writing it down, okay. I've got a lot of questions. Okay. So, faders, if you didn't watch a previous episode with Matthew on the show, Matthew is the president and CEO?
Chair.
Yes,
I'm the chair.
He's the chair of Tokyo Game Bridge.
Yes, and the co-founder. Yes.
And the co-founder, yes. And for all of you that didn't watch that episode, what I'd like you to do now is just inform everybody what you do and how you do it.
So, Tokyo Game Bridge is it's a professional organization for people in the game industry. However, the word bridge is really important because the game industry itself has lots of different parts. Right, you got people working in AAA big games for consoles. You got indie developers. You got people on the business side. You got localization people, translating, voiceover talent, all kinds of things like that. You got publishers. Then from there, you have all the peripheral and ancillary kinds of places that web out. There's education in games and schools and colleges where people are learning media skills and interactive media that utilizes a lot of the same skill set. You've got arts organizations like Tokyo Art Tank, right? You've got all kinds of different places that the world of gaming increasingly, as the industry has swollen to this giant global thing, reaches out to. So Tokyo Game Bridge operates as a professional organization and a cultural institute for the game industry and for building community opportunity and innovation here in Japan. We're an open door organization, so people are allowed to join. We don't charge membership fees for people, but but we do need, we're at the point of capacity. Actually, right now, we're at like 492 members. We're literally like right on the door of 500. And this is only 18 months in from building and starting this organization.
Wow. That's impressive. DIY at its finest right here.
Yeah, considering that I've been, so I have two co-founders, Doug Watt and Steve Haskey. And then there's the director, Ollie. And our key advisor, Mr. Scott Popular.
Aha! Yeah. Love Scott. Yes.
And who else is critical in this? Jack Taylor is one of our key helpers as well. So like that's the core crew. There's and then from there, we got tons of members, and there's just so many great people like you who I'm grateful for, like all the wonderful. Every time I have a question or something comes up, I'm organizing something, and if I have a thought, I just like shoot you a message, or like you call we call each other on the phone and like problem solve, and like and your endless energy, bro. Like I totally value. I have a lot of appreciation. It's the coffee. Is the coffee
or the booze?
Yeah, well, whatever it is, you bring it, and you have been also an invaluable component of what I've been working on, what we've been working on, and I really appreciate that.
Well, dude, I love what you guys do, and I only support people and companies and in industries, whatever that I believe in, and I completely believe in what you guys are doing. I think what you guys are doing is pretty awesome. You guys are fighting the great fight. And I think it's so cool. And I think it's really important that you guys bridge all these industries together, because there's a lot of people who are trying to work in these industries, like programming games or designing games, or they want to do voice acting or something like that. And for you guys to actually like connect these guys and get them to like the places where they should be and where they need to be and help them, I think that's really, really cool. And when you build a community like that helps a bunch of people, it only just does more great things for the future. And that's actually what I do for Tokyo Art Tank. So I just bring people, artists together, photographers, painters, game creators, and so on and stuff. And I just think that's really important. And I've seen the magic that's come out of like this. You know?
Absolutely.
Case in point, when I first met you, like way back in the day at Heaven, at Scott Popular's event, that was like a really, really interesting time, because I was seeing like all these guys getting together, making games and talking about their games, and I was like, wow, there's something here. There's a fire that's getting started. Yeah, that bottle's empty. We should crack that one.
I was gonna pour you.
Oh boy, here we go. We're gonna have to get beers after this, I'm sure. But I've seen that. Like when I first met you, and I met like all the game creators, I was like, this is really, really cool. I'm at a really special place, and I felt like I was like not at ground zero at the beginning, because you guys were already developed, but I was like it was kind of like at the beginning.
It was the beginning. Yeah. No, that was pretty much the beginning. Because that's like what. That's a little more than a year ago, and we're 18 months. We're 17, 18 months right now. So that was pretty much like right around the starting point.
Dude. For all your hard work that you've been doing. And listen, I want to know about your hard work, because I've called you a couple of times, and you were just like, dude, I've got this and this and this and this on my plate, and I shouldn't even be talking, so I got to send like 5 emails to 10 different people.
I apologize. I was slow this week on getting you some information.
Oh, dude, don't worry about it. Dude, I'm still waiting on the filmmaker, the film guy, to give me information. So.
And I did tell you, I will be. It's going to take me a few days. I tried to communicate. Like I'm running behind, but I'll get it to you. Don't worry.
No, you are fine. You're super fine. Oh, speaking of, I think before we talk about what you've been up to, since we kind of already hinted about.
Oh yeah.
Yo.
Show it. Get a good. Get up there.
There we go. Faders, I'm sure you know this because I've talked about it briefly before, but Tokyo Art Tank is going to be from April 3rd. April. Why do I keep on getting this? Because we're hungover, Johnny. August 3rd to August 9th. And it's going to be at Gallery Le Decor, which is a absolutely fantastic gallery in Shibuya, right by the station. It is absolutely spectacular. I've got 27 artists showcasing some of the finest artwork in Tokyo and what Japan has to offer to the world and stuff. It is absolutely fantastic. Every artist is absolutely spectacular. And on every single day, we have special events. We have a film festival. We have a painting workshop. We've got bands coming in. We've got DJs, the module DJs and stuff. And also, Tokyo Game Bridge is going to have an event. Yes, and I'm really, really stoked to experience it again. So could you tell us a little bit about what you guys are planning?
Yeah, what we're planning is this. I got, right now, 6... We're collecting games that are we feel is appropriate to look at in the art space. Because one thing that games do... There's a couple of reasons that I think like we align well, right? And increasingly, games are kind of perceived on a level of art because of the amount of emotion and feeling that people can associate or, comes out of people in the connections that they make in their game space and gameplay experiences. So like experience design is a very critical component of what makes a game engaging, what's sticky, what makes people come back. And the idea of taking experience design as a theme and collecting some games that have interesting experience design and putting that in a gallery space to describe, or not to describe, to allow people to kind of interact with games and talk about that's the goal.
It's going to be super cool.
Yeah. So
very cool.
I got several people. I'm going to have to probably trim the list down because last night we had an event and there were a bunch of people who wanted to show stuff as well. So we'll review and curate as well what we show. But on top of that, we'll bring in Tokyo Game Bridge crew. Our members will be invited. The arts community through Art Tank. So having that kind of cross-pollination of different sides of the creative world and landscape of Tokyo, I think is also really valuable. There's a lot of great folks. Actually, one of the people we'll be showing is an artist, games developer, Farfama, who is one of the organizers for another game organization called Games, spelled AEZ, Games. And they really focus on experience design as well. So I'm really glad to have other people that are aligning kind of with the right type of things to show in the right type of places. And I'm excited.
I'm super stoked.
I'm excited.
Super stoked. And the coolest thing, well, I mean, there's so many different elements which are super cool. But for me, the coolest thing is, when I went to the last one that was at Tokyo Art Tank, it was about 4 months ago.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, you get to meet the creators of the games. And you get to play the games, and then you get to talk to them about their games, about the music that they chose, about like how they came up with like the whole idea. Like one guy made a game because it was like a dream or something, and I was just like, oh my god, that's insane. And it's just like one thing after another and stuff. You get so much information. It's so interesting. It's so much fun. Because I mean, whoever met like the person who made Super Mario Brothers. I mean, who made Super Mario Brothers? Who's the guy that's behind the game that changed the world, right? Do you know?
Yeah, but I'm not here for a history test. And
actually, all right,
actually, I have the right. Look, funny enough, my other co-founder Steve would be exactly the person who could give you an entire history lesson on this. That's his strong point. Yes. That is known information.
Oh, really?
Oh, it is. It is very much. It is very well studied. Yes.
Well, they should have had it in the movie The Wizard.
Well, they could have, yeah.
But remember that movie? The Game Glove? That was a great movie. Game Glove. Boy, did that suck.
Do you remember Robbie the Robot? Do you remember Robbie the Robot?
I never had it, but I saw it in a Nintendo Power magazine.
Yeah. It was pretty worthless.
It was worthless?
Worthless.
But it looked pretty cool.
It did. You think like you're playing with a robot, but no, all it did was like, it had an actuator to turn in the middle, and then you put a spinning gyro on something else. You might want to kill that before you mix it with
Oh, jeez, I didn't know I had some left.
That's
oh, my
right.
goodness. Oh, jeez Louise.
And they're different, so...
Oh, God, yeah, you can't mix.
No, don't spoil one with the other. They both need their own space.
That is true. That is absolutely true. But yeah, but that's a really cool thing about Tokyo Game Bridge. You actually get to meet the people who made the games. You can talk to them and learn all about it and stuff. And if you're interested in actually making a game, if you ever have like an idea, you can talk to these guys and actually learn how they started making games and stuff. And maybe they can put you in like the right direction regarding like programs or whatnot. And you guys do all sorts of games. You guys do like not only video games, but you also do like VR.
Yeah, we have in our community. We are open to all types of game development and design. People making board games, card games, VR, XR. The VR, XR, AR, everything. And actually, shout out to XR Tokyo, which is a fellow organization specializing in XR development. So, they've been also huge in regards to like collaborating. Cool. In fact, we had Yuki came to the last event, and he's an XR developer, and he created the whole suit, the experience where it's not a suit, but with a fan. So to create the sensation of flying like a bird, he created 2 fans that you hold in your hand, and those fans have motion relays on them, motion capturing. It's not motion capture. It measures, it measures the amount of motion that you're doing, and also connected to this experience is a fan that is seated or placed in front of the person going on the experience. In the midst of it, and as you move faster, as you raise and lower your arms to flap your wings as a bird. As you dive, the fan's speed is triggered so that like you're also getting air moving around your body while you're doing it's a wonderful experience design.
So I'm going to start crying. I'm like, dude, that was such a life-changing experience. I'm afraid of heights, but I had such a great time playing that game. That was so cool. All the games are so cool. All the people are awesome. Oh my gosh, yeah. Do you have a Not like a game that one of your friends is making or somebody that's making, but do you have like an all-time favorite game, like from Nintendo or Sega or something, or even from an arcade?
Sure. If you're talking digital, okay. I have a couple. I
hate to put you on the spot, but it just popped in my head.
That's okay. No,
I say what I think.
And you could ask me this question tomorrow, and I might give you a different answer.
Yeah, I know how that is.
However, all right, I'll give you my 3 that are like gimmies. These are gimme. These might seem like cheap answers, but I think that they're
no.
So I will have to say, for me personally, I always, no matter when, if people around me, if there's a Street Fighter game, I can always play a little Street Fighter.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah,
it's been around for 35 years or something.
It's older than me. Well, no.
Yeah, I'm doing the math. I know what
year.
I know what year you're born.
They don't. Maybe they do.
And let's see. Okay, so Street Fighter, starting with Street Fighter 2, classic, right? And not only that, it's part of what I love about it, and this is what's important to me in design and game design is I love that people shit talk while they play Street Fighter, right? Like, I love the shit talking. When it comes to games myself, I want to play a game with other people in the room. Like, I'm not somebody, and as a game developer, I understand people like isolation in their experiences sometimes. Totally good. But for me, I want to be in a room and people are talking shit and getting excited.
Hell
right?
Yeah.
So Street Fighter wins that for me. I think for me, I would say my second one like that's like all-time classics is, if you put me in front of Tetris, I will just sit down and fuck with Tetris for like easily a half an hour.
For real?
Yeah, like I love Tetris.
Wow.
To me, it's just, there's something about, maybe because I'm a visual designer, and it's all about spatial relationships and decision making, right? And the amped up pressure of time. It's such a simple but effective design.
Yeah.
It's timeless, right?
Oh,
like I think
sure.
Tetris is a timeless game.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude, Tetris, dude. My anxiety went through the roof once you get like over half, like 3/4 of like the thing filled up. You're just like, oh my god, And dude, at my age, I'd probably have a heart attack if I played that game. I'm like, you want to get off the beaten path at Tokyo and have an unforgettable experience in Japan? Well then, Gamuso welcomes you. Have a drink, enjoy a conversation, and make new friends with the locals at Gamuso. Gamuso provides fun and entertainment of all kinds, from live bands, stand-up comedy performances, to art exhibitions. There's always something exciting happening at Gamuso. Gamuso is located in the heart of Tokyo and just a comfortable 3-minute walk from Asagaya. So come on down to Gamuso. We look forward to meeting you. If you're gonna get your fade on, you gotta get your fade on in style. And that's why I use Ghost Town Pomade. Ghost Town Pomade is the #1 badass pomade, and I practice what I preach. When I leave this house, if I'm not wearing a hat, if I'm not wearing a lid, I'm wearing Ghost Town Pomade in my hair. This stuff is amazing. It smells good, it looks good, and it feels good. Ghost Town Pomade, badass pomade. And let me tell you one thing, it comes in a lid. That's pretty badass. This whole world is so nerfed up these days. Everything is plastic and pink, but not Ghost Town Pomade. This stuff is a man's pomade, and it is hardcore. It's so hardcore, it's from Oakland, California. Oakland, California. That's right. Ghost Town Pomade. Get your fade on in style. Proper. Whoa! Look at all this. Hey, what's up? I'm Johnny, aka the SPILT, the one and only, and today I'm going to make a popsicle painting. I'm really excited to do this. I've got all my paints here. It takes about this much paint to make a popsicle painting, and I've got my 2 other most important ingredients. Very strong hot coffee. Oh, actually, that's not that hot, but still, it's strong coffee. And I've got punk rock music. With these 2 things, nothing could go wrong. All right, with that said, let's rock.
Game design, one important aspect of game design is about giving people meaningful choices.
Yeah.
Right? You got to have meaningful choices. So if you're having anxiety as to like what I'm going to do, right? That means those are some meaningful fucking choices, right? Like that is giving you an emotional reaction, and that's pretty powerful.
Like Indiana Jones #3, choose wisely.
Choose wisely. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, third game.
Third game.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. If I'm only doing classic games, I'm gonna say SimCity 2000.
Oh, cool. That's
because I'm a kid that grew up with Legos, and I like if it's so my games now have spanned kind of 3 totally different genres, 3 different types of gameplay. But I like the experimental sandbox element of SimCity. I think that that you can if you love that kind of game, you can always play it. It always offers you some kind of experimentation. Like, why do you want to maybe I'll emphasize taxing people and putting all that money into education? You know, these kind of choices, meaningful choices.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say that's to me still fun to sit down and tinker with and enjoy, and just it's relaxing. It's kind of soothing. Opposite of Street Fighter, that type of game experience is, I think, meaningful for me on a personal level.
Wow. Oh man, I mad respect your answers, dude. That's great.
Yeah, wow. They're not. Yeah, my answers are not. They're not arbitrary.
Yeah, of course. Oh man, do you play pinball?
Oh, when I was a kid, we had a pinball machine in my house.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
yeah.
when I was a kid, I didn't really care for pinball. I was more like a video gamer. But the thing is, now that I'm older, dude, I fucking love
You love pinball? What about pinball? What about pinball is enjoyable for you?
All right. First off, I love the game itself. Second, I love that every machine is completely different. I mean, you think it's the same. It's got the flippers and stuff. But the thing is, it's just like every game is actually very, very different. Very different, right? And another thing is, I love the artwork. I love the colors. I love the music.
100%.
Dude, I mean, the artwork, I mean, you could just look at one of these and just enjoy it visually. I mean,
Absolutely.
It's so much fun. And the cool thing is, like, you can play pinball and just play it, right? But then once you start to kind of, like, understand the game, and you really get to understand, like, how the machine moves, you know? And then you can kind of, like, actually do some tricks, you know? And then you really get to play the game, you know? It's kind of like, it kind of reminds me of backgammon. Because backgammon, you can play backgammon.
Go on, I like this. I
love backgammon because backgammon, I love backgammon.
Okay, wait. Okay, so then this begs another question that I think is good for your podcast.
Okay.
Give me, now that you've said those two, but I want 3 games from you that are not video games, that are not digital. What are 3 games that you really find fun, or growing up, or even now still you find interesting experience? So like, you already say pinball and backgammon. Those are amazing examples, right? What are 3 games that you think are like fun, worthwhile, and what makes them that way? This is a little thought experiment.
Okay, all right. Well, that's a great question. Yeah, okay, so pinball, backgammon, and I'm just gonna have to say gin rummy.
Oh, okay.
Cards, like a card game, because like that you got shit talking, a lot of it.
Yes.
All right, I learned how to play with my grandmother. You know, my grandmother would babysit us up in northern Michigan. You go all the way from here. This is the best part about living in Michigan. You go from here. Wait, is it? Maybe it's backwards on the video. But anyway, you go from here on the mitten all the way up here where there's nothing to do, right? You're like, so you're in the farm. My dad grew up on a farm. My mom's from the city. So the thing is, it's just like we go all the way up there, and my grandma would babysit us, you know, when we were little kids, and she loved to just play cards, you know. So we played gin rummy like all day long, right? And it was like the best thing. And there's shit talking. And then once you get good at it, as like maybe 10, 11 years old, all of a sudden you start to develop like a strategy, right? And then there's like a little bit of bluffing and stuff. So it is really more complex, but anybody can play it. You know, you figure out how to play it, or you learn how to play it, and you're like, okay, cool. But then you take it to the next level, just like backgammon and just like pinball. It's like games like anybody can play. And you're like, oh, this is kind of a fun game. But then once you get good at it, then it's really cool.
So wait, hold up. I like the answer is great. So the first level is knowing how to play it, having a little shit talk. The second level is getting strategic in regard to bluffing and whatnot. Is there another level to you?
For backgammon?
No. For gin rummy.
Oh. Well, okay, so
because there is definitely skill is learning skill and mastery of skill is a part of game design that is something that's really important. When people feel they've improved at a game, it's a very satisfying feeling, right?
Yeah.
So bluffing, is there another tactic that you picked up playing with grandma over the years that was like...
My grandma was aggressive.
I'm sure.
One thing that I learned is just like, when she played, you know, like before the game, she's like, oh, she's grandma. She's like milking cookies. But once she got those cards in her hand, I swear to God, it's like playing Hitler. Oh my God. It's bad. She's like killing everybody. You know, my little sister is 6 years old. She's crying. My grandma's like, shut up, pussy. And I'm like, whoa, grandma. No, I'm joking.
The truth comes out.
My grandma would never say that to our faces.
So that's for gin rummy.
Yeah.
You mentioned backgammon.
Oh, backgammon, yeah.
All right, so tell me about backgammon. I've actually made digital backgammon before.
Dude, I've got I wish I would have brought it. I got a backgammon. What you call it? I've got a board. Right? It's like a suitcase kind of thing.
It's in a case. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, it's so good. The thing is,
tell me about backgammon. Okay. I want to hear. I'm doing my job as a communicator in games.
Okay, yeah. You're basically you're breaking down like the demographics and learning some marketing about this. But okay, the thing is, like when it comes to backgammon, you learn how to play. You get good. You get good to a certain level.
Sure.
And then the thing is, you want to play people who are better than you. You want to play people who actually have strategy too. Because when you play people who are just kind of like at a lower level than you, it's fun, But you want somebody that knows what they're doing, and then when you play them, then it gets really cool. Which is kind of like pool too. If you play pool, you know, when you play pool, you play. And I'm not good at pool, you know, I'm okay. But the thing is, like when you play somebody that really sucks, it's fun. But when you play somebody that's really good, then it gets kind of, you know, the gloves come off and the game gets for real, you know. So that's like what I like to do. So when I play backgammon, you know, I mean, if I play my wife, you know, I just let her win.
Sure.
Don't tell her. Don't tell her.
Trade secrets, folks.
Yeah,
Trade secrets.
yeah. But I got a friend that plays backgammon. My friend Tom lives in Utinji, great guy. And yeah, when I play him, like I mean, this guy he grew up playing backgammon, right? So when I play him, dude, it's for real, man. It is World War IV, man. We bypass 3. We'll go all the way. We're in DEFCON 0, okay?
It's nuclear the whole time.
Oh, dude, yeah. Like I mean, like we start off talking. You know, it's like a conversation. We have a couple of beers. We'll drink and we'll play the game. We'll talk. I'm like, so how's your band? How's everything? Da da da. The family's cool. Blah blah blah. But then after a little while, there's like it's silence. You know, it's like you know, it's almost like chess. I don't play chess. I don't know how to play chess. But you know, the process of thinking like which move to make here or there and stuff, it gets really cool. Yeah, if you play backgammon, let me know. Hit me up.
There's an interesting thing about... I wish I could remember this statistic correctly, but there's something like there are more combinations of moves in chess than there are stars in the sky.
No way.
Yeah, something crazy like that.
No.
Like yes.
That's infinite.
Well, I mean, the number of variables in a chess...
Wait, you mean one star? You mean the sun?
Yeah, no. It's like there's a crazy number of variables that, you know, chess... I'm not a chess player.
Neither am I. I've
but
always wanted to, but...
Cheshbesh. Do you know chess? So that's another name for backgammon. Cheshbesh.
Cheshbesh?
Yeah.
No.
I used to my very good friend Tommy Mavra, who is an artist and stand-up comedian, who's Croatian, and grew up in New York.
Cool.
Tommy and we were in a band together, and we lived together. Tommy's my old buddy, and playing with a Croatian, you learn, you know, very quietly how they hustle.
Oh, dude, backgammon in certain parts of the world is like, I mean, it's a national pastime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's Poland. I think it might be Poland or like maybe Estonia or someplace where like every park has like a backgammon like
yeah,
whatever. So you can go there with your chips and your checkers, whatever, and you can your dice and you can just play. Dude, that would be paradise for me. Oh my god. I show up with a 6-pack. I'm like, all right, who's next?
You never spent? Did you spend time ever in New York? Did you ever spend time really spend time in New York? Visiting is fine. I'm not knocking, but
3 weeks, 3 weeks tops. Yeah.
It's like certain parks in New York City. Like if you go to Washington Square Park, like in the southwest corner where people are playing chess, they've got the tables. And like the chessboard is a mosaic in the actual like table itself.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, you know, like that kind of like part of Parks and Recreation is like physically built into the location itself.
That's cool. You know, I spent a lot of time in San Francisco. I lived in San Francisco for like 7 years. And down, what was it? Was it Montgomery? There's like Montgomery Street and Market Street. There's a bunch of guys, and probably Powell too. There's a bunch of guys, but they had their own tables, and they just like sit there and they just hustle chess.
And do they clock their moves?
I never played them, you know, because I don't play chess.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. It looks cool. It looks like, I mean, dude, maybe I should have, but I don't know. I was back.
It's not too late. Chess is the kind of game. There's certain games. Another game like this is bridge, right? Like these kind of games engage so many places in the brain. Yeah. Right? Like through decision making, through the socialization, through the level of complexity of choices that you have to play through in your brain. That they are amazingly powerful brain exercises that as we get older, like having that level of brain engagement is invaluable, right? Like,
oh my god, yes, especially for like faders like us that drink.
Right, you need something to counteract the plaque building up in the brain from all these substances that you might have come across old brainstem over the years.
Blast you, Shochu.
Shochu.
Do I love you.
I'm from Miami. I got a list.
All right, let's not go there, okay? Blah, blah.
Wait, hold up. I live in Japan. I don't do anything bad except for drink alcohol. Let me be
too.
very clear.
Me too, yes.
I'm a resident of this country, so I respect the laws of the country that I live in.
Yes, absolutely, 110%. Yeah, of course. Oh my God, dude! How impressive is that, dude? You're beating me drinking. Usually, when I have a guest on, I'm like, I want to drink a little faster, but I'm gonna say that to you, man. Holy smokes!
Yeah. Well, it happens to be that my favorite thing to drink is Nihonshu.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. Thank you for. I mean, tell your wife thank you, please. She's such a sweetheart too. I'm glad. Was it last time? The last 2 art tanks, I got a chance to hang out with her, and I'm really glad that we had that opportunity.
Oh my God! Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but oh God, dude. Speaking of,
you surprised me. You know what? I said to you, you didn't mention that you had anything, and I was like, I thought wouldn't you? Because the last time we did the episode, we stopped by the Asagayaminami, the alcohol shop before we recorded.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Right, and we had like a moment of like, what are we picking? We had like a whole like moment of like perusing the aisles and deciding what direction we wanted to go. And then today I met you down at the train station, and we were like, all right, let's go. And we like crossed the street and came over here and sat down and started recording. So, and you were like, all right, we came somewhere where there was an order that we could make. So we ordered some water and we ordered some coffee to get started.
Yep.
And I was like, and let me also state, last night, Tokyo Game Bridge, we had a great event.
Yeah, dude, tell me about it. Yeah.
I'm really grateful. So we went to Kowloon, which is retro game bar.
Wait. First off, before you even talk about that, Vaders, last night. For the last 3 days in Japan, the news has been going on and on about these 2 mega typhoons that are going to crash and clash and stuff in Tokyo and
right
destroy
in Tokyo
the city.
Bay.
Like Tokyo's over, Tokyo's done. These 2 typhoons are going to come and it's going to destroy the city. Please stay in, don't go outside, make sure you have supply. It was crazy here. So nobody went outside last night, which is a Saturday night. Very few people went outside. I was walking around in Nakameguro and Meguro, and I was like, dude, this town is kind of like a ghost town. You know, the specials. And I was like, oh my God. But anyway, with that being said, please tell us what happened.
Yeah, we had our monthly, we have 2 events a month. So last night was our monthly social networking event. So mostly it's people hanging out and talking. And we booked a new location. And that location is the Kowloon Retro Game Bar over in Yushima, next to Ueno Station in that area.
Cool.
And it's a super cool little spot, and they have their own, it is just decked out. They have their own system. So usually you pay Nissan 2,500 yen for an hour. You can drink as much as you want and play as many games as you want.
Get out of here.
And they have 2 floors, and they have all kinds of game systems, like old retro game systems. Famicom, which is NES for those of us in the United States. Super Famicom, which is Super NES. Sega Mega Drive, so like the Sega Genesis. All the old systems, and just like cans full of cartridges. They got newer games. They've got cabinets. They've got everything in there, right? And I've been looking for a while for our social event, like a place to host our social event that feels like a good spot. And so it's always kind of you know about this. You know about this. It's always the hunt of like finding a good location.
Oh, dude, story of my life.
Right?
Story of my life. Yeah.
That's
a
like
new location, a good location.
Like, is it going to be right? Yeah.
By the station. How far is it from the station? Is it in the basement?
Totally. And will people find it, even if it's by the station in a convenient location? Will people be able to find it? So
yeah, you get emails after having an event by like 30 people. Sorry, I couldn't find it. Didn't show up. I'm like,
I know, that's true, right?
There's a sign,
dude. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
Stress. So, and so that you've just illustrated my point. So last night was in the time that we did a new location, and there were 2 typhoons, and then also Friday there were 2 fucking earthquakes on top of that, right?
Yep.
We had one in the morning and one at night.
Let's not talk about that.
So we have 4 natural disasters occur in the last 48 hours here in the city. That's not a joke. That's not a joke. However, I will agree with you. I being from Miami, like I've been through a lot of hurricanes, right?
Yeah.
By the time a typhoon hits Tokyo, usually it's kind of mild. Let's be honest. Like, okay, look, public safety, be safe, be prepared. I'm not knocking that part, but usually by the time they get here, they're not that dangerous. However, there were literally 2 storms that were merging up and heading towards the city.
Yeah.
So
red alert.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we found a new location a few weeks ago. I book it. I start promoting it to my community, and quickly, between all our different like outlets for for promoting our Discord server, LinkedIn, where else, Meetup, all the different places that I post, right? And people calling me like or messaging me like, oh, can I bring 5 friends? Can I bring a couple people? Yes.
So always say yes.
Yeah, of course. Like I'm gonna say no.
Oh, geez, I don't know.
I know it's almost impossible to say no.
Dude, even when you sold out of all your tickets, you're past maximum capacity, you're just like, yes. And I've been there.
And to speak to that is like, if you come here and I've told you yes, and you're bringing these people and we're at capacity, fucking find me, because now I'm on the hook and I'm responsible. So your 5 people are going to get in because you did directly ask me if you could get 5 people in, and I'll try to make sure that I can accommodate that. I will be fair in that regard, even if it's wall to wall. And which last night we were wall to wall, that's the whole thing. Fuck, man,
This guy.
Yeah, I was really expecting, due to the storms, due to every, just like what was going on, all the warnings, no one's going to show up. I thought maybe I had something like 50 something people tell me they were going to show up. And there's all these storms and everything, and I'm at the venue like setting up, and it's even an early night. That's another part. They gave us a special deal because usually to rent out the place is not so cheap. But what they said was, if you come early, 5 p.m. on a Saturday, you could do Nomi Hodai, meaning all you can drink and all you can play for 2 hours, 2,000 yen per person.
Oh! Right. Wow, you're making money by going there.
Yeah.
Because you have 3 drinks, that's already 2,000 yen. I'll probably have 10 drinks.
Right. And like, and at first I was... kind of like 5 p.m. I don't know. Are people going to do that on a Saturday? And I posted to our little team, like my organizing team. And I got to give a shout out to one of my organizers, Oscar Strom. Oscar is the best.
What up?
Oscar is the bridge of Tokyo Game Bridge. It's like,
cool.
I realized, like, if Encyclopedia Brown grew up and started making games, like, this dude that's this dude, right? Like, Oscar is like all kinds of different things. Dude just has like a nonchalant answer to. He's the most like nonchalant, like, but that's what one of his powers.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah,
I haven't heard that reference in a while.
Encyclopedia Brown.
Yeah.
I know.
You took me back, dude.
Look,
I'm like Back to the Future. Oh my god, that's awesome. Brown, that's great. I love that.
But so I posted, and I posted on with the team on Discord, and I was like, I'm thinking about this. What do you guys think? And he was like, that's a good price. And he's like, 5 o'clock on a Saturday. What's everybody? Who's doing what? Like, if it's done by 7, people could go out and eat after that, right?
Boom, genius.
And I was like, okay, that's a good response. Like, I value that kind of feedback, because I was questioning, like, should I take this offer or not, because the price was right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we did it, and people came and stayed and had a good time.
Nice.
And like, we left there, a lot of people stayed for an extra hour. So after our crew, because they gave us a special deal. And I don't think that their team, like the restaurant, the people working at the restaurant, the retro bar.
Yeah.
I don't think that they were prepared. I did inform them. We communicated a lot. Like, I got this many people saying they're going to come, but there's 2 storms, so I think it's going to be half. Right?
Yeah.
It wasn't half. I think we ended up with like 46 people out of 50 something that RSVP. Yeah.
During like
two
a
typhoons.
mega typhoon. And by the way, that typhoon didn't even happen.
No, I know.
Nothing happened. It
No.
didn't rain last night. There was no during the day a little bit.
A little
but
bit.
There was
a few moments of rain.
Dude, it was not like Friday. Friday,
I know.
Friday, it was pouring rain, right? So, I had an event on Friday, and that was great because, like when it started pouring rain, all the tourists went to my venue, and so all of a sudden, like within like a couple of minutes, the place is like this. You're like, oh my god! And now it's just like, come on in, enjoy the music, enjoy the time,
Right,
have some bars over there. You know?
Okay, I will say this.
Yes.
I will say this to
Yes.
exactly what you're saying. Though the storm did, by and large, not smash Tokyo.
Yeah.
we did have some rain, and as a result, when it was 7 p.m., so we had 2 hours, 5 to 7
Yeah.
for this event. When it was 7, it was drizzling, raining. It was raining. It was more than a drizzle. It was raining outside.
Was it raining at 7?
In Ueno, it was. In Ueno, it was.
I was
It might on this side of town, on the west side of town, it might not have been, but in Ueno it was raining. But it wasn't. It wasn't a squall. It wasn't a downpour. But it was raining.
Yeah, Asagaya was. I mean, it was barely. I mean, I was in the venue.
Yeah.
I went out a couple of times to check it out and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, because I'll say one thing. Okay, in Japan. Especially Tokyo. I don't know about Osaka, but in Tokyo,
I think I know what you're gonna say.
A lot of people don't go out when it rains, and the reason why is because the trains. Everybody here, nobody drives. Nobody drives. Everybody takes the trains, and sometimes when it rains, especially during a typhoon, the trains stop, and you can get stuck somewhere.
Yes.
So let's say you live in the south side of Tokyo, but the venue's on the west side of Tokyo, which is like 40 minutes away, maybe 2, 3, 4 trains away, right? If one train just stops,
trains, I ain't going.
I don't know if you're in Musashi Nakahara, that's like 4 or 5 trains.
Yeah, that's why I live. That's why I live in Taitoku.
Well, no, I
I know you live in Meguro.
For me, it's still like I mean 2 trains. Yes, 2 trains. So, but for other people and stuff, it could be more, right? So if like one train stops, or if one train's delayed, and if you're taking like the last train or second to last train getting home, you could be screwed somewhere. You know, so like in my events are like late night events.
True. That's yes. And you know what?
Yeah.
I appreciate this. Is a different. We have totally like it's the fun part of having a friend who's another organizer. Is like our events are fundamentally sometimes very different.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
But like that difference is a value in like experience and approach to problem solving. You know, when we have conversations around things, you offer a perspective that is different than like my experience. And so sometimes I really value like your knowledge for doing things sometimes in a difficult way, because like late night events mean, for example, here in Tokyo, maybe the trains are done.
Yeah.
Right? Like maybe there's how are you going to keep people around after the trains stop running? Yeah. There's all kinds of the amount of research.
Well, that's a different situation. Well, that's for DJ events.
Yeah,
like if you have a DJ event, those go on all night, right? But like for bands are like they usually finish around.
Yo, he's proving my point right here.
Yeah. All right, so before I would have like a rock and roll event, it depends on the location too. If it's in Shibuya, I'd have a rock and roll event go until midnight, right? 11:30. But if you have
in Shibuya, if you cut it by 12, people could get the last train home.
Depending on where they live. If they live in Yokohama, or
Saitama. Yokohama from Shibuya is not that far.
Toyoko line, Denentoshi line, not too far, but still, I mean...
Denentoshi's over... Oh, we're getting into the...
Oh, yeah, we're getting deep, man. This is inside baseball at this point. But, so, I mean, if you have an event in Shibuya, you generally, rule of thumb, I would go until about 11:30. Because that gives everybody the opportunity to catch at least their last train, or trains, right? Even though sometimes I push it a little bit, and well, because everybody wants an encore these days. They're like,
I'm not knocking it.
Like, dude, oh my god! And then the thing is, like, I mean, the bar wants it to go on. They're like, keep it going. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then tourists, dude, you get like a group of like Australian tourists, like maybe like let's say like 10 of them that come in, and all they want to do is like order like beers. They're like, beers, with the nami, because I always do nami horai in Shibuya, right? 2,500 yen, all you can drink, right? So they come in, they get that, and I'm just like, we're going to 12 or even later, you know, and I'll just keep it going. I mean, as long as the bands are there, and then when the band's finish, we just like turn on music and people just hang out, and then, you know, they socialize with the bands and stuff, which is kind of cool. But once you get out of Shibuya, it depends on your location. If you go like West Tokyo, North Tokyo, whatever like that, you got to keep that in mind.
For sure.
Because like last train and stuff, or the weather, you know, it's just like, yeah, I mean,
for my community, I have to say, like, I my instinct is like what you just described, because I spent 20 years, or not 20 years, but I spent a lot of time in New York, and I grew up in Miami. Those are nighttime cities, right?
True that.
Like, those are nighttime cities. But in the last 6 months, as I've been doing this more and more, what I found is having an event early where people get hype, right? So by 7 p.m., everyone's hype as fuck.
Yeah.
Right? Like last night, by 7 p.m., everyone's hype as fuck. Now, people want to stick around for another hour. So now the bar is happy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because we've converted from being 40-something people that everybody's paid for 2 hours in Nomi Hodai to now the people who want to stick around, they're paying premium price to stick around, so the bar's happy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like we're and let me tell you, like Tokyo Game Bridge is all about making business opportunities for people, you know. So like I appreciate the host, like my venues that host us, right? So like if my community sticks around, the bar makes more money.
Yeah.
That I'm not trying to squeeze my community. But if we're all having fun, like, let's hang out and have fun, right? Like, let's have some more fun.
Yeah.
And that benefits the venue, right? So now we stick around for another hour. Now it's 8 p.m. It's 8 p.m. and people have been drinking Nomi Hodai since 5 p.m., right? So they are hype as fuck. They're ready to go somewhere else, right?
Yep.
So then we rolled into Izakaya, the remaining people, which was still around 20-something people at that point in time.
That's one thing that I noticed about the gaming community. You guys like to party. Like, after the last Tokyo Art Tank, I was like, all right, guys, well, I'm going to go to the bar and have a drink. And you guys were like, we're going to Izakaya. We're going to have
we had a...
I was like, you guys are going to Izakaya and partying and stuff? And I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah, no, we kept going. Yeah,
you guys go full on, dude. Oh, my God. It's like heavy metal in the 80s, dude.
You know what it is? I think there's so many people in the game dev community that are either working their ass off in an office every day, or like grinding at home, and that when they get around their people, right, they're like they feel like, oh, my tribe is here.
Yeah.
You know? And that's great. Like that's part of the reason to build a community.
That's cool. Very cool.
So last night, and funny enough, like to your point, at 10 p.m. And it's like spittling rain. The weather was weird. Like we didn't get hit directly,
No.
but the weather was a little weird. It's humid.
It was humid. It's humid now.
Yeah, like the pressure of the air is like strong. There's a lot of things. It is not the normal, you know, it's like not just a regular rain.
With earthquakes.
And with earthquakes.
Yo, dude, you want to hear some crazy shit? Dude, I was here on March 11th.
Oh, you were here for March 11, yeah.
I've been here since 2002,
yeah,
right?
No, you've been here a long time.
So, yeah, So anyway, I was here. Dude, it was the kind of similar. Like before, like a March 11th, the 2011, when the huge earthquake happened or whatever, the weather was really weird before that. And we were having all these small little earthquakes building up to like that major earthquake in 2011.
Boy, scary.
And I know it's super scary, but the thing is, like, that when we're having these little tremors, everyone's like, "Oh, Johnny, this is good. This is really good." And I'm like, "Why is it good to have these earthquakes?" So like, because like this is like, you know, the land letting off steam, so we don't have a big one,
right?
And I was like, "Oh, that makes sense." And then a couple of days later, bam! There's like the March 11th earthquake that was like absolutely devastating, that changed the country in so many different levels.
It did, yeah. Things, I mean, I was not quite here at that point, but I was here not long after that.
Yeah.
And I can definitely say, because I also was living in New York around 9/11. I was in and out of New York before 9/11 because my family has folks in New York.
Yep.
So like seeing New York, being there after 9/11 and how things changed. I know for sure, in watching how things changed in Tokyo, because I've been here pretty much since right after that I came here.
Yeah, you've been here for ages.
Yeah, I've been here a long time. It's definitely changed. And actually, I think the next is like there's these 90-degree turns that shit takes, right? I think the next turn that happened after that point was COVID here.
Oh, yeah. Well, I would say before COVID, it was like we had this tourist boom right before COVID.
It was starting to bubble.
Yeah, and
it was starting to bubble.
So we had this huge tourist boom before COVID, and then when COVID happened, so I think because like we never had tourists before. We did.
I remember,
but I mean,
we did for sure. There's always. I mean, Tokyo's a world class city.
No, not like this.
No. Now,
when I first came to Japan in 1998, I didn't see any international people except for Africans, right?
Yeah.
So I saw an African dude in Shibuya, and I was like, "Yo, what's up, man?" And the guy's like, "Hello," and I was like talking to this guy from Nigeria and stuff. His name was Godwill. You know, how can you forget a name called Godwill? I was like, "Dude, Godwill is your name?" He's like, "My name is Godwill." I'm like, "Dude, I love your name." Yeah. Oh my gosh. But so at that time, like, there's like very few foreigners. And then when I moved here and stuff, I grew my hair long because like people thought I was like in the military. So I used to have like a shit.
Yes.
So I was like, I didn't want people to think I was like a military guy, right?
Yes.
So I grew my hair a little bit longer, especially in the back. You know,
Yes.
dude, I did a rat tail for a minute. Dude, just because
Classy.
my hair got a
Keep it
little
classy,
bit long,
baby. Keep it
a little bit
classy.
long, and it was like kind of like not a mullet, but it was just like a little bit longer. And I was like, shit, if I shave everything except for this part, I'm gonna have a rat tail. So I did a rat tail. Remember that from the 90s, the rat tail? So I had a rat tail.
I remember from the 80s.
Oh, was it the 80s? I don't know, but anyway, yeah.
It's all right, yeah.
So I did that for a minute and stuff, but I mean, I remember. But the thing is, like, there was like this thing. Do you remember the gaijin nod?
What was the guy? Oh,
the gaijin nod. Like when you see a gaijin, like on the train, you nod and stuff, and you talk to him, you show a little bit of respect and stuff. Now you would never do that. No way. But
not only that, like you're like,
now's the gaijin slap.
I know, it's like, guys, come on, please try to respect. Like you're a foreigner in this country.
No, let's not go there. That's a different episode where we're talking like smack about. Because like I mean, I read the news, right? And recently, like every episode, like I mean, I see all these articles about like foreigners doing bad stuff or whatever, and I'm just like, oh god, dude, do I really? All right, bank robbery, awesome. Okay, here's like a
Well, it's funny, right? Like I think about this a lot in running a bridge organization, right? And like, how do we represent foreign residents as well in a way that is, there's a lot of things that happen, right? I've learned this so in a community, right? People make statements. We have a Discord server that's extremely like there's a lot of activity on it, right?
Wait, should we not talk about this?
No, it's all right.
It's all right.
Cool. I can talk about it. You know why? Because here's the reason why I can talk about it. Oh,
what should we do?
That's gonna be 10 minutes.
Should we go another 30 minutes and order some beers?
Well, if you want it.
Yeah, order 2 beers.
もう30分にお願いします。はい、ありがとうございます。
2 beers? Did he hang up? Is that?
すいません。ここにビールを注文できますか？できますか？はい。大丈夫。2つお願いします。はい、ありがとうございます。
I told myself I wasn't going to drink this morning.
How did we do? We already did, folks. How did we get? And I'm not faded.
I feel good. I'm not faded. I feel great.
But how do we? Wow. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Hey, and faders, if you're getting faded out there with us, thank you so much. But just make sure that you're getting faded in a safe environment. Make sure you're not driving, roller skates, no skateboards. Don't even walk. Just stay at home.
Don't operate an e-bike. Don't operate your phone. Just chill.
Oh God, phones are the worst when you're drunk. I called my brother last night from the last night your event was like very successful. My Friday event was very successful. My Saturday event was some people came in, but not that many, right? So it was kind of a bust because I was in West Tokyo, right? Getting people to West Tokyo is great because it's a great area, great neighborhood. It's Gamuso, Asagaya, absolutely fantastic. But the thing is, you don't want to get stuck there when there's 2 typhoons coming. So a lot of people didn't show up. Kind of sucked. But
we do, bro. I'm sorry. Like I feel like I'm sitting here talking about like how great an event I had, and you're like, nobody came out last night.
I lost a little bit of money.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know that happens.
But no, that's okay. It's part of the game. But the thing is, it's just like oh wait, what's my point? I lost my. Oh yeah.
I know, I interrupted you.
No, I totally lost. Wait. So yeah, so not that many people showed up, and so yeah. So I was there. Oh yeah, I got drunk. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's the point. Yeah. So anyway, so not that many people came, but I was there with like all the bands. So all the bands stayed there, and we all hung out, and we all got really shit-faced last night.
Until what time? How late were you out?
Last train.
Oh, yeah, right.
11:30.
It's 3:30 in the afternoon.
It's like 11:30. Yeah, right. So
you're fine now.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm super fine now. So yeah, so we're like drinking and dude, oh my god, one of my favorite international bands showed up. I mean, there's a lot of international bands that I love, but the Coffin Rockers showed up and they performed, and I had them on the podcast. So if you go back a couple of episodes, yeah, we did a Zoom thing.
What's the? Tell me about the Coffin Rockers.
I
don't know. I like the name. It sounds tight, right? Coffin Rockers has a ring.
I'm gonna show you a photo, man. Dude, the Coffin Rockers, dude. All right, it's a rockabilly kind of psychobilly band, and the what you call it? They have a standing bass.
Yeah.
And the guy when he plays, he stands on the bass, and sometimes there's two people standing on the bass. It is absolutely fantastic. Konnichiwa, arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou
gozaimasu.
はい、お願いします。
お願いします。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございました。
ごめんなさい。すみません。Oh, was that me?
No, that was me.
Oh, that was you. I was like,
it was because we put the ice in there. We put ice in there.
Oh, we're gonna get electrocuted. すみません。ありがとうございます。どうも。Should we get a towel? Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, we got this. Yeah, we're only here for another 30 minutes. Hi, kampai once again.
私のせいです. It's my fault.
Dude, don't worry about it, man.
But I don't want to get your mic wet.
No.
Anyway, the light is still
the light's on. We're good. No. We had an S&M queen that was on the show once, like years and years ago. And she was, yeah. Oh no.
Okay, wait a second. Where are you going with this?
That was the craziest. No. We didn't do anything, of course. But no, she was like telling stories about like the adult
stories
industry.
Probably enough.
Dude, the stories were absolutely phenomenal. She was talking about all sorts of like underground, like hardcore, like borderline possibly illegal stuff that happens and stuff, whatever, like, and she's like on the show, whatever. But anyway, what we had was like, when we started the show, is kind of like this. We're like, hey, welcome to Cafe to Japan, and all of a sudden she shows up and she had beers and she's like, hello guys, and it was all set up, right? But she's like giving us beers and she dumped the beers on the microphone like this, and I was like, testing 1 2 1 2, and we're using a different program so we could see that it was recording. I'm like, it's still working, let's just go with it. And oh my god, I mean, S&M queens are not known for pouring beer or giving beers at that point. But anyway, so yeah, this microphone has been through it all, man. It's still kicking.
Warrior.
In fact, maybe we should give them like a hype, because I mean, this is the Yeti Blue. The Yeti Blue USB microphone is
actually, my mic at home is a Blue for doing audio recording as well.
It's a great microphone.
Yeah,
I mean, dude, this is probably super sticky. I don't want to touch it because it's live. But yeah, oh my gosh.
I don't want to touch it because it's sticky.
Yeah. I don't like sticky things. But anyway, so yeah, the Coffin Rockers are an Australian, one of Australia's best rockabilly bands, and they were absolutely spectacular. They put on, even though there wasn't that many people there, they put on like the best show ever. And it was like their last performance in Tokyo. They've been performing for like the last 10 days.
So when you say rockabilly, so I went to school. Mm-hmm. My college was in Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh shit. Oh, there you go.
So yeah, rockabilly. Oh shit. Oh, look at that. He's surfing on it.
Yeah, pretty dope. I'll put that up to. If you're listening to this podcast, and in fact most of you guys are, go down to our YouTube page and you can see the video and you can see the photo that I'm showing of like one of the Coffin Rockers. Absolutely great photo.
That's a great photo.
Isn't that cool? Yeah. So he's standing on the stand-up bass.
And does it? I mean, when you say rockabilly, I guess maybe my perception of rockabilly comes from living in Memphis.
Yeah.
Right? Is there? It's a little country tinge, like it's like a little punky, a little country, a little R&B, all mixed together into making it. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of Elvis influence. But
yeah.
It's like Elvis and Stray Cats.
Yeah.
And like plus like a little bit of like whatchamacallit? I would say a little bit of like the Clash.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you.
Dude, these guys are just so good. They're so good, and they're such cool people to hang out with. Like, I mean, dude, hanging out with those guys was so great. You know, because I mean, like we're all drinking. I mean, one of them drinks, so I was like drinking with one of them and stuff. You know, but we're all just hanging out.
He didn't invite me to this thing. I want to go.
Dude, I put it online.
Okay. Here's the guilty part. I don't necessarily look online all that much because I'm busy.
Oh,
that's true. That's my own fault. That's my own fault.
I just put stuff online and then
I know. I know. Cheers,
man.
Cheers. That's
but you had a great event. So, but yeah, but
wait. Did we? Oh, we talked about the next art tank.
Yes, we did.
Let me show this again because I want to support.
Yeah, well, dude, your show's there, man. It's gonna be awesome.
I'll be there. Yeah, well, Tokyo Game Bridge. I'll be there, but Tokyo Game Bridge will be there. I want to. Can I promote a few things?
Please do. Yeah, I would love for you to do that, man. Like everything you do is so awesome.
So I do a monthly seminar series through an organization here called Creative Village, aka Creek and River, which is a recruiting company and business services company that does educational service for professionals, right? And they bring me in on a monthly basis to do a seminar about different areas of visual development for game design. So, pardon me, every month I'm doing something different. Sometimes I talk about a seminar might be only on character design for games.
Yeah.
World design for games. Interaction design. Every month is something different. But recently, so in May, last month, pardon me, beer, folks.
Ha, it happens.
It happens. So last month, though, we had Bit Summit in Kyoto.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that. Yes.
Yeah. So Bit Summit is a big international game conference. Big up to the Bit Summit crew. I'd like to give a special shout out to John Davis, who has been an advocate for Tokyo Game Bridge and an advisor, and I'm very grateful. And without Bit Summit, there would be no Tokyo Game Bridge. So I'm very, very like it's our spiritual home down by the river, and going to that conference. And I've had more and more people who are game developers approaching me, and I've been noticing the trend that people want to make something, but what they skip in, they can think about the development process, technically what they need, but what they do skip is thinking about how it's going to connect with people and what methods to promote that. So, like for example, my industry, there's 10 billion a month approximate global spending on games.
Oh, wow.
10 billion a month globally, right? This is an approximation and averaging out. But about 10 billion a month is spent on games. And you got to think about what that is. I mean, you're talking board games, you're talking about people on their mobile devices, you're talking about consoles, you're talking about Steam. There's a lot of different directions that all feeds into. However, in that space, there's also about 10,000 games a month that are being released, right? Wow. And of that, so there's 3 tens here. Of that, less than 10% are actually profitable.
Really?
Yes. So the key, and I'm seeing this a lot right now. The tools and the way to enter is becoming, like, the bar is getting lower, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. However, you have to think about, it's the same part of experience design, and what we want to do at Tokyo Art Tank is really focus in on the experience design. But a part of that is connecting with the audience. Whatever you're making, right? Like the coffin rockers, right? It's beautiful that these guys have this artistry, and it speaks to people. But who does it speak to? Who is their audience, right? Like, how do they connect with their audience? How do they find the audience? What are things aside from their music, or aside from the music alone, that all these different types of audience members share? How are they reaching that audience? How are they engaging with that audience? How are they, getting activation going on? And
merchandise.
Well, that's one part that's like valuable, right? Like,
they're really good at merchandise. When they showed up, they had T-shirts, stickers, pins.
That's awesome.
Also, they even have these little koala bears that like would go in your ear and stuff, whatever. Yeah, so people like wearing those, and they had like Australian like little flags, whatever. They showed up prepared to like represent and stuff. So yeah, they're awesome. Really good. So yeah, when it came to like, I mean, like them as I guess an enterprise, they of course they had the music, but they also had like the stand-up bass, which separates them from like any other band that's coming to Japan.
Boom, we're back to experience design, like how people react to that. Like, don't get me wrong, like as somebody else who's I've had a band, I've played music live for a long time, like coming out on stage. So my band is a funk and hip hop band, but if I come out on stage with just a DJ and a couple of microphones, right? That's almost, for some people, that's going to be like karaoke, unless my DJ is really skilled.
Or has records.
It has records, right? Yeah. Of course, I don't go out without somebody who has fucking records.
But dude, these days, everybody goes out with like a computer or like you know, like it was like
however, you could have a MIDI input device where somebody is like banging shit out and like keeping it so that it's got human touch to it, right?
That's cool too,
right?
Yeah.
So I'm not knocking digital for the sake of digital, or like analog is better than digital. The idea though is like
performance.
Yeah, engaging something that is malleable, that is human. Yeah. Right? Like we have all these almost wonderful tangible tools, right? Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And it doesn't matter whether it's a stand-up bass or it's a fucking MIDI drum pad, but it's all programmed with fucking awesome things that the artist himself wants to bang out and make people feel the funk to, right? Oh. So like that's what matters in the experience.
Yeah, they want an experience.
Right, exactly. Giving people something valuable. Yeah. Right? And
100%.
And being that's where the truth is, right? Yeah. So back to what I'm saying. Right?
Going back.
This is the bridge.
Got it.
So the bridge on that, the bridge is over. Let me quote KRS-One. The bridge is over. But back to the bridge. The bridge on that is that a lot of game developers that I see, young folks or people new into development, don't think about the bridge of how to bridge to an audience. How to bridge, there's two parts to that. There's your players, and then there's all the places in media, whether it's the Steam store page or the iTunes page where your game is getting sold, or all of these places. There's two tracks that are really important that you want to connect with people. Yeah. So having that part. So our next event is addressing that. I address that in my seminars. In my next, for Tokyo Game Bridge. Yeah. Our next event is going to be at Meiji Daigaku, at Meiji University.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good.
So
awesome.
A big shout out to James York, who is the educator at the media department for the master's program of media at Meiji Daigaku, and this dude is a super bright cat.
Yeah. Wow. That's big. That's awesome. Meiji.
So Meiji. So we're going to be over there, and we're going to do a pitch jam rally, right? So you've heard of like people. You know what a game jam is? Do you know what a game jam is?
I have an idea, but I don't know exactly.
Okay, quickly. A game jam is like this. You got a weekend, and you got a team of 3 guys, or guys and girls, and you got to put a game together.
You like make a game?
In 3 days.
In 3 days? Programming?
Well, there's different types of games. I mean, you can make a card game in 3 days. You can make a board game in 3 days.
Oh, okay.
Right? But often it's digital, right?
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
So, and I have something to add to this after that. But so that's a game jam. But what we're gonna do is a game jam pitch rally, right?
Oh, it's a pitch.
Yeah. So what it is to help, because our developers a lot of times already have a lot of great skills. The people in our community have a lot of great skills. But what I want to help them with is thinking about how they're connecting with audiences. How each game itself is a business, right? Like you might open a studio and sell a game. Your studio is a business, but the game itself is a business, right? The game needs players that are purchasing, that are doing things that, because think of all the man hours involved, the work hours involved in making a game. It's tremendous, right?
I can imagine, yeah.
Yeah, so like you want to be able to operate that game as a business itself.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so exercise in doing this to make it fun is what we're doing is we're going to team up, because the Masters Media Program and some of our Tokyo Game Bridge members. Yeah. We have space for 60 people to come out.
Whoa.
And we're going to make up teams, right? And there's going to be
teams?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yes. We're going to make it fun. And then from that, what it'll be is there's going to be 3 rounds, and they're going to draw from a hat. Genre, platform. So like whether you're making a mobile game or whether you're making a console game, and put that together. And the team's going to have 3 rounds. They're going to do 3 times. And each team in both English and Japanese have to get up and they have to pitch. So they're going to have time for 3 blocks to pitch each game.
Jesus Christ, dude.
So it's going to be a race.
Yeah. Now, okay. This is an interesting, a fascinating topic, but like, I mean, I got to ask a question.
Sure.
Now, when I think of game creators and programmers and people that develop games, they seem like very deep thinkers. Deep thinkers, like people that take a lot of time to think about choices and decisions and stuff. You know, they're really like thinking about stuff. You know, they're not just like, okay, we're gonna have like the plumber, and then he's gonna have a mustache with a hammer, and the
not only that, that's a whole another thing. All of those decisions were made for technical reasons. They weren't made for aesthetic reasons.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay,
That's my point. That's my point.
Go on.
So the thing is, it's just like you've got like people that are deep thinkers. When you get these guys together and you put them in this kind of a situation, how is that going to work out? Is
that's why it's going to be a game itself, right?
Oh like, my god, dude! Because like, oh my god, and not only that, exciting. They're all going to need more time. Like, does anybody need 5 more minutes? Or I'm like, yeah.
No, you're not going to get 5 more minutes.
Oh
we're
going
to put the time. We're going to put a clock up, and it's going to be. We have the whole event is going to be 3 hours. So everything's there's going to be time displayed.
Oh my
and
god.
Then, their pitch is going to be like this. We have a couple of special guests from the game industry, good folks, who are going to be asking questions to the pitchers, right? And then we're not going to be, the panel is not going to be the judge.
How are you filming this?
Man, you got a camera crew you want to send over?
I can get one.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about this later.
I can definitely get one. Okay. Yeah, I can hook that up. You want English, Japanese? I got a Chinese one, man. I got everything. Yeah. Oh my god.
So each team though is also going to have a scorecard, right? So they get to score on a score of 1 to 4 each of the pitches. Do they think this has profitability? Do they think it's sticky, meaning it's going to stick around?
Of their own team? Or?
For all of the events.
Oh,
so
wow.
We are not, we will have a panel that asks questions, but then we're going to allow the participants to be the ones to score, and at the end we'll total up the scores to see which team is the actual rally winner.
Now, okay, what happens? Okay, because in this kind of like a creative powerhouse, sometimes some brilliant magic can come out of it.
Sure.
What happens?
Almost always it does.
Of course, but what happens if like somebody comes up with, like the next for lack of a better term, the next Mario? Somebody's like, all right, we got this game. It's like this and this and this, and everyone's just like, oh. When and where, and take my money. Like, why do you get a cut of that? Is there a trademark or something? Or,
no, I don't want a cut of it. That's not my job. That's not our job as a community. Like, here's if they, you know what? Here's how that works.
I'm thinking of advertising. So I'm going back to my background.
Here, I know. Thank you.
But it's something you do have to think about, though.
Well, but my job is to help empower people.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That's
my job is to help empower people. And then if they want to turn around and hire me to help consult or to be a creative director or to be involved in their project, they can come to me and they can ask me or they can hire me in. Absolutely. And I will help them if we can arrange a scope that's agreeable.
No, but what happens if they come up with like
that's theirs. That's not for me.
Then they take that?
They got to take it and do something with it. That's not my job. I'm just helping them. I'm a facilitator. I'm not.
Okay, I got it.
I'm a facilitator. Awesome. I want to help. I want to help my community.
Dude, I love that. That's what I do with Tokyo Art Tank. When like I do Tokyo Art Tank and artists, they get together and they do like another exhibition or they create some like kind of like a project or something like that. And I'm just like, awesome. You guys met. You created something. You're doing something awesome that you guys are like being very successful at. Super cool. So it's kind of like the same situation.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, and like people know. Like I think all I can do is my best to facilitate for folks.
Wow, fucking awesome, dude. Yeah, hell
like,
yeah.
I don't. If they want to come back to me and hire me to help them, then I'm happy to figure out if I could be value.
Oh my God.
But like,
they should definitely tip you.
Well,
I got your back a little bit.
You know, look, I know. There's a whole separate. Let's do a separate fucking Tokyo Art Tank on. Got faded on how to figure out how to like make things profitable.
Oh my god, profitable. That's a different story. Oh,
I might have to. Can I run to the bathroom?
I gotta use the bathroom too.
Should we? Is this the point?
We should probably just kill the show at this point. Yeah.
I think we've
gotta pee.
Because caffeine, water, and alcohol.
A lot of alcohol.
And 2 hours of conversation. And maybe we've hit the point.
I think we hit the point.
We've hit the point, folks.
We hit the point. Faders, thank you very much for tuning into this very, very, very special episode of Got Faded Japan. If you're listening to this, which most of you are, definitely go to the YouTube. We don't have that much traction on YouTube. Hit us up on YouTube and stuff, follow us on YouTube. That's cool. And if you don't, that's all good. We do have a Patreon. If you got a couple of bucks, tip us or just go to the Patreon and stuff. Helps. We got the unedited episodes up there, plus a whole lot of other really bad stuff that you're going to love. And on top of that, if you don't have any money or anything like that, it's all good. Just enjoy the show and just tell a friend. It's all good, but thank you so much. And Matthew, man, holy smokes.
Yo.
Dude, I think I do these just so I can hang out with you. I love it. I love this.
I do love this dude.
Okay.
I'll just end with, if you want, just as a closeout, for Tokyo Game Bridge, just a shout out.
Plug.
We're on Discord, but go to tokyogamebridge.org.
Show notes.
And you could join our Discord server there. All our shit is through that. So tokyogamebridge.org.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, what a great podcast. All right, awesome. All right, Faders, we'll catch you next time. Peace.